Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. How's it going? This is TheFatWikingKnight, as always, coming to you from another live stream / YouTube episode. Yeah. How's it going? We doing okay? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so we have a few things that we'd like to get done today. First of which is creating a channel reward point for Foxy. In the last one, she redeemed a channel point redemption for a microbiome, in which she wanted to have a mega taiga biome, of which I've never tried to create. I've never tried to, see if I can do it or anything. So we're going to give that a go and just hope for the best, honestly. I mean, we basically need all of this, right? Let's bring that, and let's get ourselves all of our boxes, all 4 of them. And let's fly back to the homeland. Do we have any chests and shulkers here? We do. Perfection. What do we need? We don't need anything of those. We will just take a quick refill on that. We do need sandstone. I'll take that. Don't need that. We do need sandstone. I'll take that. Mangrove. You. 2 other saplings, but not a damn mangrove. You bastard. You bastard. Okay. No worries. So let's go and gather some supplies that we may need in order to create a mega taiga biome, which that's gonna be new for me. I've never done such things. So we're gonna have to really figure that one out. I think it's gonna be a challenge. That's okay. We're good. We like the challenge sometimes. Alright, so we are gonna put down our empty ones right quick, because I'm gonna use those to get us some stuff. So I think we're gonna need some stone for sure. I think we will need a bit of cobble for sure. So we'll bring like, that much kind of thing. We're gonna need spruce saplings, so we may have to chop down a few trees, and that's okay, to make our custom tree. That's all we have. Okay, shoot. We'll take some of those because I like them. We're gonna take some warped. Actually, no, we're gonna take some crimson root because I really like that. Some mushies. What else may we need? We're gonna need a bit of grass. So let's take, I don't know, that many. There's your grass. Your grass. Leave that here. There. Here. Okay, we need all of that. Now we're gonna need bone meal, which doesn't look like we have any. So that's a problem. We're gonna need sand for sure. Hopefully that is enough sand. We have vines. Moss carpet. Dark oak. Some potatoes could work, unironically. A little weird, but it could work. What else? Like to bring maybe some lanterns, some chains, kind of thing. We're gonna bring some of those just because I have a feeling we will need them. We'll bring us some shears, some iron, more shears. All things that we most likely will need in this build. What else do we need? That's the good question. Ooh, a little bit of wheat or a little bit of seed action never hurt nobody, I think. That sounds pretty good to me. And I definitely want to bring some of these red netherwort. I think it's weird, but I think it could work. So with some quartz, perhaps, and we'll bring those. And that, I suppose. Alright, let's deposit. Try to keep everything together. Just gonna, things we might need, basically. So we got all of that, and then, is there anything? Oh yeah, rooted, some dripstone, I think, yeah. And I would love to get some vine action, so let's go grab some of that then. We're gonna need quite a bit, so let's make 4, because I would love to have some mossy stone, I think. I looked up the biome, and it has, like, mushrooms, it has grass, it has, like, all of those little things. But I'm still unsure of, like, what else it has. What would you add to it, right? How can we make it ours? Like, we could add some hay bales or some beetroot or glass, I don't know. I don't know. I know that we need these for sure. Let's take a look. Is there anything else we may need? Andesite, meh. Don't really care about that. Cherry sapling. A brick could be okay. Purple terracotta could be okay. We'll bring like 7 of those because why not? We have 7 crimson, sure. Oh, there's some bone meal. That's very nice. It's not a whole lot, but it should be okay. We'll take that with us. Quartz slabs, sure. And anything else? Going once, going twice, sold. Alright, so the last thing we are going to need then is some vinage. So let's go ahead and go to the jungle, grab some of those. And then I think we will have just about everything that we need to make this happen. I guess let's find a big tree. Big tree. Bamboo? No. This is not a bamboo build. A bamboo build. A bam build? No. Alright, we're just going to harvest all the vinage from this so that we can turn it into a little bit of mossy. We could take some podzol from here if we really needed it, but I'm pretty sure we'll just grow it anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. And we're going to need ferns for sure and tall grass. So let's take some of that. Make things a little bit easier on us, I guess. Like, I can't imagine we need that much moss stone, honestly. But I would like to take some of this. This is such a nice block, and I think we can make it work very well. Get out. Let's do the podzol, and then we should be good to go. I know I could just grow some over there, but I think I want to place it kind of strategically. And if I grow it over there, which we will have to get the wood anyway, I don't know. I just feel like having a little bit extra could help us a little bit. So let's do that to gather the rest of this, and let's get a little bit more of the ferns for sure, and some tall grass and stuff like that. All is good stuff. 36. Is that enough mossy? That is the question here, I guess, right? Is 36 enough mossy stone? Let's gather just a tiny bit more, and then we can work with that. Okay, that should be just about everything that I can think of that we need here, aside from actual mushrooms. That should be everything. So let us fly our happy asses all the way over here. We're going to the district that we are making all of these micro islands in. And they are, in fact, islands connected together via a channel. And I really, really like that, actually. I think it's so simple, but also super nice. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So here is what I mean by that. They are eventually, all of these will be connected together, and there will form some sort of channel around all of the islands, and that will be really, really cool. Ooh. Whale. We probably just want to start with the dirt under there then, right? Which one is dirt? It's the box that has stone in it. I'm pretty sure it is. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We may run out of dirt, and that's okay. So, if we were leading this to where it needs to be, right? You would start with this. So, this is exactly where our channel is, and sand will go on top of it. Right, that. So we'll kind of wrap it this way to contour it a little bit. Let's see here. Just kind of want to make this a nice, easy thing for us. And I don't know how far this will go, but all of this is going to need to get sanded anyway, so it should be okay. Let's go ahead and do a little bit thicker. Like, that's probably fine. And then we want to do the same thing over yonder. Approximately 4 wide, but not necessarily only 4 wide. Alright, so let's bring this back just a smidgen. If I could stop placing blocks incorrectly, that would be wonderful. Stop swimming. I'm not trying to swim. Not trying to swim here. Something like that. And then what we can do is just make the shape a little bit better. So that seems like a pretty good start to like making the seafloor down there. I think we'll work with that. Start there and then we'll move on. Sand is here. Or there is some sand there, rather. So this does 2 things for us. It frees up us from having to do the bottom here, and that is very, very nice because we are actually running very, very low on our resources currently. So anything we can do to help save the resources is much appreciated and very, very valuable here. So let's grab all of this. And I just want to set up the stage here, and then from the stage, that's when we'll go into building the next island, and then, yeah, decorating it and all of that. I'm stuck. Okay, good. All right, so then we'd want to go up from there with our sandstone. So let's grab some of that. And I think we're going to get better at building these as time goes on here, because I know that I have made a blunder of some of these islands so far. All right. So hers is a micro. So it's got to be smaller than this, but it's got to be about the same size as that. And remember, we can always make it smaller on the top of the island. It's just adding the island itself that we're trying to initiate here first. So like that, right? And then eventually we'll do like dead ends and stuff, but I would love to have like this big river in here that we can put fish in eventually, right? All right, so then I think we want to go and just kind of make the shape. So let's try our best at making a bit of a ellipse shape here. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect because, well, obviously we don't want it to be perfect. We want it to have its flaws and its curves and such like that, because that will add a lot of character and depth here later. So once you get row number 2 in, then it's as simple as adding row number 1. And that is super, super easy. So all we have to do is wrap this around again. And you'll see that it is going to start to become smaller and smaller and smaller as we go up here, leading all the way up to the surface where it will be at its smallest. And that's okay. We don't want these islands to be absolutely massive, right? We just want them to be workable, and we want them to look different and also have a same kind of feel to each and every single one of them. So we're using sandstone, we're using sand, we're using all that stuff. So here is that level, then we need to go up again. Yeah. It's very hard to knock this part out, I think. This is going to be a relatively small island, which is okay. You can tell already, though, that the island itself is getting smaller and smaller as we go up here. And normally we don't start with this part. Normally we start with the island itself, and then once the island is there, then we add these parts. But we're trying it differently this time just to see if it works. That's something that will be okay for us. All right, so that is, it's like a lanky island. I wonder if that is okay. I mean, it's not terrible, right? All right, let's go ahead, put dirt here so that we can add our start to the island, I guess. All right, so we just want to add a little bit of a floor mechanism, and we may have to make this island just a little bit bigger because it's going to be quite small, but it's really hard for me to abide by the restrictions that I've set for myself of 15 by 15, because this, I'm pretty sure, is bigger than 15 by 15 already. So we'll see. All right, so I do kind of want some sand still, so we'll branch out just a little. Like maybe they have, a sandy beach just like that, I guess, just a little portion size of it. And then we'll go in with the dirt. And we'll see how this works for us. It's going to be a weird shape, odd shape, but that's okay. Definitely want all of these to look very, very different from each other. Especially with them being different biomes and such. Alright, so that feels okay. Now, I need to re-look at Mega Taigas for a second, so hold on one moment. Mega Taiga biome. I just want to see something. Is it hilly? It looks either like it's plains or that it is pretty flat. Sometimes there's like rolling hills, but for the most part there's not really much. It can have mountains, it looks like, but I don't think we're adding a mountain to this one. I mean, like this tree is gonna have to be massive, right? I don't think this is nearly big enough. Lord. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to go over there. Just because of the tree that was chosen, the tree type makes this a lot harder, in my opinion. What should we use? Should we use the sandstone down here? I guess, right? Doesn't really matter what block we use on the bottom. All that matters is that we use some block on the bottom so that we can put our sand. That's all that really matters. 3, 4. Alright, so let's try to bring this over here just a smidgen then. Like just a bit. Let's go thicker on that side and right here, I suppose, like that. And then a little bit like this. Bring this over just a smidgen. Okay, just bear with me. It's gonna work. It's just gonna be a little weird how we have to get it to work. So most of this is not going to be the island, but we do want it island adjacent, I guess you would call it. Do we have the sand? We do. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and put it here, making it look like an actual island. And then we'll fix the shape over there, and we'll see what we've got going. Alright, so we got fixed that shape, and then we got the sandstone, so that needs to then come out over to this way. Yeah. So this island is already getting a little bit bigger, and it's okay. We need sandstone, and we need us to stop flying in the middle of the ocean. That's great. That I can't even tell you how badly that actually annoys me. Okay, so then we want to come over from this one. Bring it downtown. And potentially do a little bit of a jagged island over here. Alright, so something like that to add a little bit more. And then what we'll do is we'll encapsulate that just a little bit, bring it downtown, baby. So this needs to come all the way down and around to make it work, I think. Alright, so that feels good. Alright, we got ourselves a new shape. And now we can refill in this. Even though we wasted a bit of sandstone, it's okay. You never know what shape you're going to go for at first here. And that's the tricky part. That is the tricky part. Don't know what shape. I don't really know what I'm bringing to the table over here or what I'm building. Like, I know what I'm building, but I don't really know what I'm building. I've never built it before. So we're just trying things and hoping for the best, really. And sometimes it ends up being a little bit too small, like in this case. Even though this is supposed to be a microbiome, well, it's going to be a little bit larger. Just because I need to be able to do some things, right? So let's kind of push it over a little bit, just like this, and some of it will go right up to it, some will not. And so what we're doing here is now officially bringing in the shape of the island. We're going to seal it off with dirt first. Ooh, we're out of dirt. We're going to get some more dirt first. Ooh, I put a log in the water. Very nice. Look at me go. Let's get our 3 more things of dirt, which we may need to go get more, and that's okay. It's okay. So this one's definitely not going to have any water. I am thinking about adding perhaps like a tent, maybe. Also, ooh, it occurred to me that if I grow a tree on this island, okay, hold on. We can address that. Not a problem, actually. So we can just do something like this and grow it here. And then we should be good to do that. All right, let's add a little bit of kelp. I like kelp. Kelp looks very, very nice. All right. Yes. Yes. It's not that big, I guess. Okay. I was worried for nothing, apparently. Some sugarcane, maybe. Maybe. All right, let's bring all of our boxes over here, please. I just would love to be able to see all of what I brought, what I have, what we can use, blah, blah, blah. All right, so first things first, we're going to need this spruce of wood, which is here, and we're gonna need some freaking saplings because we're gonna custom build this sucker, as we do. So, boop. There we go. Do we have shears? We do. Perfect. So we're gonna staircase our way up all the way to the top, and then using this, I think, we'll make it work. So I do know that they need to be like tall trees, right? Ooh. Hello? Why did you do that? Why the hell did you strip that? I didn't tell you to strip it. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, so we get on up here. The first one, we need to just get some saplings. So let's fortune a little bit of this to get some saplings. Then we're going to need a little bit of leaf action. And lastly, we'll just pop all these off, get a little bit more saplings. All right, so let's chop down the rest of the tree here, and we'll probably use the strip version anyway, even though I did make a fuss about it. We'll probably end up using the strip version instead of the regular, just because I like it more. All right, let's grab all of these, and I think that may be just enough saplings, so that's pretty good. Got ourselves some leaves, not many, but some. And we got ourselves some saplings. Yes, 19. Okay, that's way better. So, like, how tall is this tree gonna be? I need to look at references, like, and see what we're actually doing here. Like, spruce trees are hard to make, I think. In my opinion, they are difficult. Let's just... I'm looking up real trees right now, by the way, in case you were wondering. Like, they need to be skinny, right? Skinny and kind of, like, branch upward instead of downward is how it looks here. So we probably need to chop at least one more tree. Let's just put it here for the moment, so hopefully it will grow. And we're just gonna start. Not like that. Like, some of this is so narrow. What if we did a little bit of that action? Just made it a little bit more narrow here, just so we can have a little bit more island. Yeah. It's a weird shape, I will say. Especially this part. I don't like this part. I don't like that. I don't like it. Why are you so weird looking? You know what? We're gonna make it just work. Alright. We're gonna make it work. So, do we want it to be flat is the next question we should ask ourselves here. Because we could add a little bit of depth, but it's not going to be too much because... This is a hard island. I do kind of want a little bit of depth. Form of, like, rocks, maybe? We'll have to do that around there. We're just going to keep adding islands here. As long as people want them, we're just going to keep adding them, so it doesn't really affect us in any way. Where's our stone? Let's try to keep ourselves a little bit organized. Sand. Sand. Okay. And I want the stone. And I would like to do a bit of a upper part of this, I think. Just like a big rock. Like, would these grow out of it? I don't know, man. I think we should just have an upper portion of the island. So let's give this a go, and we'll see if it works, I suppose. It's like a rock face. Little bit of a rock action, you know, just to see. Okay, and we'll kind of swirl it around and build up the base here as we are doing that. Just kind of randomly add them, I think, and that will help. So we have our little bit of a rock face. We need to light this up just in case. And did I bring silk? No. Okay, we'll fly. Fight. We'll fly. Not a problem. And I think that this needs to be up at least 2 more blocks, maybe a couple more. We'll see. We'll see. Start with just 2 though, and then we'll go from there. And I'm trying to imagine, like, would you be able to get up to this rock face or not? You know what? I think I want to go 2 more. Remember, this is my interpretation of what I think the biome would look like, or what I would make it look like, rather, if I were the one designing it. So it is going to be different than the regular one, and that's okay. All right, I like the height of that, so let's add ourselves some interior. Simple as just outlining it, and it will be hollow, but it's okay. We're not going to worry about the hollowness of it. This is mainly because I don't want to go get a whole lot more resources, to be honest with you, and I really don't see a reason to fill it in. Just in case you were wondering, and I'm sure you are. Yeah, so we'd want to do something like that. Bring a little bit of the steps up here, while also trying to maintain a level of proximity here. It's going to sound weird. It's going to look weird. It's okay. I want a little bit of a way to get up, I think. And I do kind of like that this has like a cave in it, which is cool. Maybe we could add on to that. Let's try it. Just see how we feel. Worst we can do is not like it, and then, you know, we just redo it. So it's not a big deal to experiment a little bit here. Where did you place? Ah, placed on top of me. Heathens. Alright, so we got a little bit like of a rock action going on here. Good, our spruce tree grew. Let's take a little bit of a sleep. I don't like how unnatural that is, honestly. That feels a little bit better. And then we do have to worry about this rock face. It does not look correct now. I am thinking about using the dripstone for this and a bit of the rooted. We'll blend it in. And just kind of give it some kind of depth here. I like that. Super easy, but not. Okay. And then I do think we should add a little bit of this on here for like color theory as well. We're going to add our cobble and all of that. Let's see. Take some cobble perhaps and just maybe mesh it in. Just a little bit. It's not really how the color theory should go, but I think it'll work. Yeah, I actually really like that. So the rock formation kind of goes into the water here. That feels pretty good, I think. Let's take a look. I don't like how flat the top is, so we will have to address that with some dirt. Let's go up there with our rooted, perhaps. So I think it is going to hang over, and I would like to do a mixture of the rooted and the podzol here. And then it's going to go up another block up here, I think. Something like... something like that. Just a little bit of rooted, a little bit of the podzol. Make this work. Just... it's kind of weird, but I think it's gonna work. Okay. Something along those lines, maybe. Just add our little bit of dirt here, and then I think we want to get rid of some of this. Do our dirt. Let's see, do we have regular dirt? Maybe a little bit of dripstone in here, like this, and then maybe just a little bit of the podzol. It's a process here. You gotta just trust in the process, and we'll get to where we need to be. Trust in the process here. So predominantly, we want to just try to do a little bit of this. Kind of mix it up. See what we can come up with. Add a little bit of depth, a little bit of variety here while we're doing it. Obviously, we did use a lot of it, and that's okay. I think secondary, I would like the dripstone, because we're going to end up covering up most of this anyway, so it's not a big deal. Something like that, perhaps. And then we'll do the rooted to fill. Good, I did bring myself another stack. That's fantastic news. Fan-freaking-tastic news. All right, I love this. Looks very weird, but I kind of dig it. And then, obviously, you want to kind of bring this down a little bit, because that will help to make the shape just look ever so correct here. By shaving off little bits and having it dangle like that, it actually adds a lot of what this build needs. So I'm pretty happy with that so far. Okay. I know there's a lot of colors going on here, though. And that's, like I said, that's fine. It's part of, like, color theory. It's part of making this right. Kind of like that. Just bridge the gap ever so slightly. All right, so then I want to take this, make some mossy stone. And I want to have that kind of in the water a little bit, but also kind of use it as like vines that are sweeping through. So let's just see if maybe that's something that we can fester a little bit here. Yep, that looks pretty good. I would like to bring some of those green hues up as well, because I think they will make a big difference in all of this. And then, like, you probably have a few rocks, right? And I want it to look good from, like, this angle over here. Just a few rocks, and then we'll try and see if we can add maybe a little bit of fern action here, because, like, it should still have life, but it also needs to be a little bit scattered. So let's try just doing that on, like, the outskirts here. Add a little bit of that green that we are lacking. Perfect. All right, so let me look at my IRL picture. Okay. Let's get a little bit more wood, because I don't know how many trees we need to build, and I don't really know how much wood it's going to take or anything like that. So I'm guessing we need to use plankage, though. I'm guessing we need to use some stairs, some fences probably, some slabs. I'm guessing we need to use all of those things, because otherwise I just don't think it is going to work as I intended. And we want it to be intended. Definitely want it to be intended. Let's hoe a little bit. Then let's shear a little bit. Just need both. We need to keep our sapling supply alive of these, because we don't want to have to travel and get new ones. And we also would love just some leaves to help with the greenery on this island, because it is going to be a lot of brown here. And anything we can do to add more green is going to be really beneficial, I think. So that makes me want to add a little bit stuff like this, I think. Do we have anything here? Got a little bit of cobble. That feels pretty good. And then I think I really want to do big sweeping vines that come up. Does the regular biome have this? Obviously not, but my version of the island definitely has this. And that also allows us to kind of hide a little bit of light where you normally wouldn't have it. Like, how does that feel? If we have a little bit of vine action, just kind of sweeping off there. I like that. Okay. Okay, let's try the hard part now, which is going to be the trees themselves here, because I really don't know how to do that. Really don't, but we're going to probably need some oak as well, because, I don't know, you probably just do, right? So these are, I think it just needs to be, like, pointy, right? Like, very pointy and weird looking. Alright, let's just go for it. Just screw it. Let's just go for it, and I guess we'll do it like this, because I think I want to strip them. Like, start out with a rather bodacious base. Something like that. And then, as it comes up here, it's going to get skinnier. doing like 2 probably. And then I think it just needs to go like up. So it's gonna have to be very, very large and in charge. Like probably that tall. Let's take a look, see how, if that is tall enough. Too tall, I don't know. Like I said, I've never made a custom spruce tree. This is one that I am gonna be very much not in my element here. I think it still needs a fat bottom though. I'm not certain on that, but I just feel like it needs a fat bottom. And then how do you... I don't understand like how these trees are supposed to look. These real life pictures don't help for shit. Have you know? Okay. Let's just send it, I guess. Let's just send it. Do you need, like... I don't know. We're just gonna try it. We're gonna wing it. We're just gonna wing it here and hope for the best. Okay, so we do something like that and just kind of bring these up. Is that weird? I have no idea. Oh, if anyone has tips on building spruce trees, let me know, because something feels wrong so far. Also, the fact that I can't stand on my damn pillar feels very, very wrong. Something along these lines, I believe. There's a chance that this looks horrific. There's a chance that this looks okay. Guess we'll have to find out which one is which here very, very soon. So if we just, and then kind of bush out the top, I guess. Hello, zombie. Can you get off my island, please? I'm gonna pew you. Pew! Pew! I warned him. He didn't listen. Alright, am I on the right track or am I completely off here? Let's find out. Oh my god. Of course there was a creeper down there. Jesus. Yep, that's what happens when you leave the cave frickin'... Well, okay. Let's not do that, perhaps. Let's actually freaking light this thing up while we're here. Jesus. That was almost our death. Very, very easily. We're in the right direction? Question mark. It looks really frickin' weird, though. It's like close, but it's like not. It kind of looks like Pseudo-Wudo. The plant Pokemon. The sausage Pokemon. Whatever the hell you want to call them. Kind of looks like Pseudo-Wudo. And I don't hate that, actually. I'm guessing you'd need to do some along the back, though, as well, right? So you'd have to kind of... just kind of poof it out in little places. And I'm not sure what that's going to do for me, but it makes me feel better about it. So it's doing something then. And disregard my scaffolding here, because I know that it is very weird and not optimal. Also, there's a chance that we don't get any of these blocks back. That's okay. How about that? Does that feel a little bit more on the natural side? That actually is not bad. It still feels a little thin. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know how to fix that, but it feels a little thin. But maybe if we added a few more of these trees, then it will work out okay. Let's give that a go, and... God, you freaked me out. So maybe, like, over here, I suppose. Okay. We're making this work one thing at a time here. I know it looks weird, but just give me the benefit of the doubt here that I somewhat know what I'm doing. And even though I've never built this type of tree before, just give me the benefit of the doubt that I can build this tree. Right? That's what I need. So that's like a little bit on the skinnier side, and that's okay. So, just like before, I would like to do... something weird with the leaves, as always. And then see if that is the ticket here. Which it might be, might not be. It might look like absolute trash. Who knows? But I feel like spruce trees don't really have that many leaves. The references I'm looking at are... what are these? Sciatica spruce? Yeah, sure. Sciatica spruce trees. Are they accurate? I have no idea. I am not an arborist, but I can tell you that it feels right, and we may be on the right track at the very, very least here. But I do think there is a specific viewing area for these trees, and it's not... Yeah, see, like, that looks okay, right? That looks okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Let's add some spruce. Something like that, perhaps. And if we do that, we can stick a little torch action in there, and that'll feel pretty good. Does feel like we need to go down a little bit on the hillside here, which is okay. And it does feel like we need some bush action here so that we can hide another leaf. I think it's okay to have little patches of bushes here. Come on, up, up. There we go. Something like that. And then maybe a few leaves up here so that we can have some light, just to kind of cheat it. And I kind of want like a very, very small one. Like here. I'm not sure on that actually. Let's look. Can't even tell, but it's okay. So maybe let's make a few more of these trees and then we'll see how it feels. I don't think they need to be gargantuan. And I wonder if we do more of a curve if they feel better. Or if that's not how these trees work. Let's see. It's worth a shot anyway. So far, I actually like these trees, so I am not worried about that at the slightest. And I kind of just want to like frame this picture. I do want to look from over here, but I do want to just kind of like, yeah. Okay. I guess we can use dirt to pillar now. We're going to use really any combination of blocks that we happen to have here, so doesn't really matter. Just hope for the right block is really what you gotta do. Do you like the multicolored leaves? I think that is really cool. Adds just another flavor. I do think we need to go up again. These are tough. These are very tough trees to make. I think if I had to make a whole forest of them, I would probably come up with something a little bit more on the clever side, but I'm not dissatisfied with them. They are just weird trees, simply. And it feels like they are not meant to be perfect in any way, honestly. Like, you know, my first 3 ever, but I'm already, we're calling it right here that I don't think they are meant to be, like, on the perfect side. I think they are meant to be screwed up trees. But I guess only time will really tell us on that regard. Something wrong with this tree. There's something wrong here. Like, it feels okay, but it doesn't seem... Like, ideally, the spot you want to look at it from is, like, right here. You want, like, the foreground, the background, and then, like, the midground. And I think that makes a gigantic difference to how this works. Does feel like we need something over there. Let's see if we can add a few blocks. Just to, like, poof it a little bit. Alright, what did that do? Are we there? Yeah, that feels a little bit better. Okay, cool. Alright, let's add one more tree. And we'll see if that feels alright. I think this tree needs to be slightly taller because it is a pipsqueak. Let's just keep the crooked. Just want to give it a shot and see if maybe, just maybe, the crooked is what we need here. Very, very strange. But I think it's gonna be good for me because it kind of like pushes me outside of my wheelhouse here with you guys requesting biomes that you can have. Pushes me out of my wheelhouse and also makes me really like have to think about things, which is really, really good actually. But it does look like it needs to go out like all the time. Like it just needs to go like up, down, out, out, down, up, down, up. Like you really have to go kind of crazy with the leaves on these things. And it seems like the less the better. But I have zero proof of concept on that. Literally zero. Something like that. Something like that. And perhaps one right there. Okay. How does that feel? I don't know. There's a gigantic pillar in my way. Let's get rid of it. And then we'll look and see how it feels. See if we are anywhere near where we need to be. Or if we are way, way off. Fortunately, Foxy is not here yet, so we're not here today. So I can't get an opinion, but we're just going to have to hope for the best here. Oh, that looks so nice. Yes? Yes, please. And then I do kind of want to do like a mushroom or two. Like little tiny mushrooms. Because I can. I don't know. Because I can. And I would like to do a little bit of these red. I wish I could place them on those, but it's okay. Oh, that looks so vibrant. I love that, actually. I think, even though it's a little bit crazy on the wild side here, I think just a few of these are gonna make a big difference here. Just make things pop just a little bit. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, nice little biome. Okay, and then I want to try and see if we can make like a little bit of a mushroom action, I think. I feel like mushrooms are a little bit on the difficult side, though, for me. It needs to kind of come down and over that. Just like a little bit of mushroom action here. Does that look horrendous? I mean, it looks like it's not finished for sure. Okay, let's finish that mushroom first, and then let's try. See if that is correct, or if it is not. If it's not, I guess we'll figure it out. Okay, and let's go to the last side here to kind of get that domey shape. Something like that, I guess? I don't know. I've never made mushrooms in this game like this either, so... We got all kinds of firsts happening. Oh, that looks so nice, actually. I kind of love it. Okay. Alright. Like I said, this is my imagination in terms of the biomes here that we are creating. So although they are choosing which biomes we are doing, it's up to me to figure out what we're adding to each of those biomes. And I think just 2 big mushrooms actually is going to be pretty freaking nice. Maybe have it come up here, I think. It's a little mushy action like that. I think the easiest way to do these is probably just to build out like this. And then once you build out, I think it's easy just to sprawl down a little bit. I was like, did we run out? But no. We did not. This is starting to look like an actual colony of the mushrooms here. Or a colony of islands. That is super, super cool. So then maybe go up in like this. Bring out that. And then from that, we can just simply do the mushy bits. Something along those lines. Jesus, I keep falling. Can't stop falling. Maybe like a little bit of a rock action here. I like that it goes into the water a little bit. Kind of like that and like that. I like it. I like it a lot. We need to build the back of that mushroom, and then we're right as rain with that. So let's just do the same thing that we did. And a couple more. Mushy block. Good. Alright, that feels pretty good, and overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this, but I do think we need a couple more hidden light sources to kind of make it a little bit more moody. And to kind of obscure things as well. I know it's weird that you want to obscure, but sometimes obscuring is what you need to do. Get me out. Oh, I'm trapped behind the island. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Something like that. We want to hide a little bit of torch action in here. So let's take that one, put it in right there, just so you can't really tell. I kind of want to add a single one right there. Just to help, and perhaps right here as well. It's Very cluttered, very chaotic, but we like that. And I love that there's squids in here. Oh, that's so super cool. That's so super cool. We'll just keep adding islands, and this will be a base of its own. It's just going to be wild and crazy, and my ideas that are kind of off cusp a little bit. Okay, so we will have to then add a little bit of the dirty dirt. I'm aware that I'm using grass, that's okay. Just to add a little bit more up here. We're out of that, we're out. I'd like to add a little bit of this as well. If we're gonna see this from all angles, we should probably have all angles like correct. And then we'll worry about the island later, but I think we just need stuff like that. And then we just need to take like our rooted dirt, kind of come down a little bit. We take our podzol, which doesn't really matter. Some more dirt. And we just kind of swoop around here. The backside of this island is going to be a little bit on the darker side, and I think that's actually okay. Because nothing should be able to get us from this side specifically, so I'm not too bothered by that, honestly. Let's just use all the dirt that we have left. Hoping to just get a little bit more around this island as like a finishing touch. Podzol up there. Might as well use the rest of our mossy like that. And then I think we can just go something like this. And up like that, and over, not there. Not there, Cupid, you're wrong. Dirt. Sure. And then I would like to have a couple fallen logs, I think, and then we should be just about done with this place. Do we need fallen logs? No, but I like them. Perhaps we do right here, actually. Just a little bit of like log action, and feels pretty good. I think we need a crafting bench first. I can't make a super crafting bench, my bad. Some sticks. Let's take those, turn those into sticks. Then let's craft, let's make some spruce planks, then we'll make some spruce fence. And I do kind of want to add a little bit of like branch action to these. I don't know why, but I feel like it probably is going to help. There we go, we need to hide that section of the tree. Just, I like little branches and things like this. Makes it kind of all come together, and then you have like the fallen ones, and then like the ones on the trees. Man, each one of these little islands, I think I am really starting to like. Actually, they're elegant yet also not. And that is pretty cool. What if you had some white slabs growing on a mushroom like that? Or growing on the tree? Just to give like the illusion like, hey, this is like a little mushroom or something. It is growing. Something like that. It's so weird, but I kind of really vibe with it. Like that. Okay. We're using a lot of our resources here, and that's okay. And I do think it should be like really overgrown. So like especially down here, and this seems like too perfect to me, to be honest. So let's add a little bit of like dirt in here. Like I said, it just feels like a little too perfect, and I don't like that. Sure, add a little bit more of that, and I would like one piece of dirt right here so that I can put one of these here. And then I would kind of like to do some spruce. Did I bring any string? Oh, no, we didn't. Okay, damn it. So if we had brought string, that would be kind of cool. Could go get some, I suppose, but I don't feel like it. Like if we made this one dirt, for example, just had a little spruce sapling there, that should never grow. Like that should never grow, I don't think. I'm hoping it doesn't grow. If it does, that's a problem, but hoping it does not grow. And can we fit one over here? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, that's okay. That is a-okay. Is there anything else we need? Yes, this middle area seems way too fine. What if we just oh wait, we can't do that because it will just turn back to grass. Just turn back to grass. It's okay. I am thinking about adding a couple potatoes as well, just to like really enforce the overgrownness of this, and I really like that. Just kind of sparing potatoes here. Sometimes there shouldn't be a potato, but there is a potato. Okay. I think that gives just a little bit of extra touch here that you'll never notice, but I'll know. Right? I'll know. You may not, but I will. God, this is a weird base here. Just a little bit of potato action, like up here growing maybe. Why? Why not? And then I would like to do a few potatoes right there. Oh, you can't. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I am pretty happy with that, minus the torches that you can see, like this one right here. We can fix that. Don't want to be able to see any of these torches is the goal here. Do that, and just kind of have a little bit here, so that's good. We're missing one right here. We could probably sneak one in. Yeah, we can definitely sneak one in right there. Perfect. What about here? I think we can. Yes. And that has gotten rid of every single torch that we have. Beautiful. Okay, we got some sand. Some of that left. We had some random quartz left. All right, let's get rid of these 1s and 2 blocks, because not dealing with them, honestly. Rather just yeet them. Do that. All right. The only thing I might want to do is add a little bit more like grass, a little bit more greenery, but for the moment, I think I am pretty freaking happy with that, actually. Take all of this away. Take this away. And let's take a look at it from over here, shall we? Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go, Foxy. I know you are not currently here, but I hope you like your custom Mega Taiga biome, because I actually really like it. I really like it. It's super weird, but I really like it. Okay, we're going to take a quick break now, and then we'll get back to our dirt camp here. When Foxy comes along, we'll definitely show them this. And, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be right back. Just give me one moment. For those of you on Twitch, for those of you on YouTube, see you next time. And whoop, whoop, what do we do? Oh, God, oh, God.